Florida State Seminoles. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the South Carolina head coach before the game, he understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters, but he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Gamecocks ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hits the hole. It's Chroma. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Direct snap. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield. It's Sperry. He'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Drops back on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Swanky, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They takes a snap, wants to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Now here's Sellers. Rush right in his face. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy.
And I love the way this defense just responded. Sometimes you're over there drinking Powerade on the sidelines. You're ready for your offense to do its thing. They turn it over. You quickly grab your helmet. Sometimes you're discombobulated. And this offense tries to take advantage of that. Defense more than ready. Grabs the momentum right back in this football game. Back-to-back turnovers.
Looking for space. It's Croma. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Seminoles are threatening in the red zone. Holds and fires complete to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Sellers. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Sellers through the noise. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Sellers from the gun on third down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
The Gamecocks will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it in. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air, it's Sperry. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on second down. Good timing on the quick out. Taken down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Hauls it in. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. On the move. Breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They're going to run it to the right. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's Sellers to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Really nothing else the quarterback could have done there. He wanted wanted to throw the ball further downfield, obviously, to move the sticks, but the defense just took everything away. So we had to check it down, and the defense was able to rally, now setting up fourth.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. Motion from the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
They'll need a bunch on second down. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He'll try to do it himself. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be fourth and short. Snap it to the back. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Noles want to crank the tempo.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Back to pass, it's Berry. Look out! And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's first and 20. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Long way to go on second down. Gets the back moving. Second down, gonna throw it. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Throwing, Sellers. Looking down the middle. Right through his hands. You just have to. that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
This is a designed run. Past the 6. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Listen, the big hog mollies up front, the big offensive line, pave the way for a big 1st down.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Valentine. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he's brought down after a short gain. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. 4th down, Sellers. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout call just before the delay of game. Now they'll put their heads together over on the sideline. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Dropping back, it's Berry. Rushes on. Complete to the left. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
And the Noles peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Wants to throw one first. Back's got it on the screen. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. He wants to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. Runs through, man. He might have some space. Touchdown, Seminoles. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Sellers. They're all over him. Took a shot as he threw.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
2nd and long here. To the air, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Nice play to knock that one down.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Florida State. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking for space. It's Valentine. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific 2nd half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Gado.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 3 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Longhorns, not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Under pressure. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like, they take a deep shot, they've tried it short, they've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get something going right now.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double.
Oh, a lot of space. The 40, the 30, 10, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the points coming courtesy of that spectacular 86-yard run to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Overton. Makes a move. Gado in a room. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Give to the single back. Just smothered on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They'll go with a direct snap. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. Direct snap.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as his defense is making it tough.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. And the Gamecocks backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Here's Sellers to throw. Out wide left, it's Clark. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Wide receiver going in motion. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly. So you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark. And they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Paul? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
And the offense is out on the field with a first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
Well, you saw him there, shot out of a cannon. He came off the edge using his speed, able to get that TFL.
And usually known for covering, but you got to understand the circumstances, right? Like the red zone situations, I got to be able to come out of that defensive backfield and play the run game, and he did quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Back to throw, it's Sperry. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now after the misfire, it leaves them with third and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point splits the uprights. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They go play action with Sellers. Buying time to his right. Rolling right and going deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Throwing, Sellers. Got the back over the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Out wide right, it's Valentine. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Whip it out to the back on the screen. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to...
Going for it all. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Again, it's Sellers. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Sees a crease.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looking downfield, it's Sperry. They'll run the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Offense working from the pistol. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Right side, it's Overton. Could not make his way to the corner. You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football on the perimeter.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Turning it on. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Here comes the heat. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Throws toward the end zone. Dangerous throw near the goal line.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Ball Got a little time, lets it go. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop you. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. And I got to be honest, I like it.
There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll need a bunch on second down. Sellers on the play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
A little less room to work with now. The ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Defense in press coverage. Looking for a crease. Got the first down. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give as they work on that clock. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Seminoles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Moves the pocket. It's Sperry. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They want to throw it. Fires quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And that's how you finish it off, scoring on the final play of the game. Doesn't affect the outcome, just a little cherry on top of the sundae. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the